All right, this is Riley. She works with horses. Now, tell me, where's your problem? Your neck?
My back.
And your back? Your
Yes.
lower back?
Upper back.
Up here?
Yes.
Okay. Right, so I'm going to assess you to see if we can find where the joints aren't working properly. Would you like to lie on your back for me? So I'm going to use the large equine devices on you. I hope you don't mind. They work the same as the human ones, all right? So bring your left knee back and ask you to hold there as I push, all right? Now it's important that you don't bite down while we're doing this test. So gap your mouth just a tiny bit and pull back, and you resist quite nicely. And that means that you're really well connected. Your muscle spindles are responding to your central nervous system, and that's good. So I'm going to take this device and put it one here and one there, and we'll see how you respond. Try again, resist, and you'll notice what's happening, Riley. Pull back, please. You can't do it, and that's normal. That tells me I can move on and do some testing. This just suggests that there isn't a whole lot of disorganization in your nervous system at that level. Now, make sure your mouth isn't. And you're going nicely weak there too. If I just take one of these away, you'll probably be stronger. So notice the difference? So that's normal. Right, the first thing I want to do with you is measure your eye function. Okay, so mouth gap, look at my finger, hold there please. This is lateral to the left. Just keep it there, okay? Mouth open, that's it. And pull back. Good. And now in this direction, hold. And once more. Keep it up there. And that weakens you. Okay. Now that means that you have a fault maybe at the base of your skull or your TMJ or a cranial bone or maybe even a C1, C2 vertebrae. And your problem is primarily on the left?
Yeah.
All right. So that causes what we call disorganization when you look to the left. You should be able to look every direction, diagonal, up and down, and without any confusion in your nervous system. Let's look down to the left, just with your eyes, okay? Mouth gap, that's it. Keep them down here now. You pull back. That's good, but let's go back up to this one. Keep it there. Keep it up there. And your eyes won't even go there. I know, that's what happens. When your brain doesn't want to do it.
Yeah. I kept following your finger back.
All right. So the first thing I want to do is test to see if you have a problem at the base of your skull. So we put one device here. Now let's do the right side first. Hold that up at that spot right there. Okay? And now pull back, please. Very good. Remember, don't bite down. I tell that to people all the time. Now this is at the base of the skull on the left side. And now pull back, please. And that's making you very weak. And again. All right. So from what I see here, I would say that you have a C1 occiput problem. And because C1 occiput often acts with the lower back, right, we're going to put this over your left SI. Let's check your right SI first. Okay. So leaning one over the right SI, while another one's here, we should be able to test to see if you're strong. Nice and strong. Now we'll do the same thing, but over, it's going to be on the left SI. Okay? And you're very weak. Okay. So usually when you have a left SI problem, you'll have a weakness of what's called the sartorius muscle, perhaps gluteus maximus, and certainly one of your abdominal groups. Okay? So let's just test the sartorius. Sartorius tests by asking you to hold that angle, and I'm going to ask you to maintain that angle. And you'll find that you can't do it. All right? Now if I hop across to this side, do the same test on the right. Hold that angle. It's easy for you to do. Now what if you sit up for me now? Okay? Put your hands across your like that. I'm going to test your abdominals. Good, nice and strong. Now we're going to test your obliques on the right side. Nice and strong. I'll have you turn the other direction. No, that's right. Just turn that way. And now I'm going to test your obliques on this side. All right? You notice you can't do it. Try again. And that's typical of what happens when you have that restriction. So we have a problem here. We have a problem at the base. So let's reset the SI joint first of all. So we put one over the SI joint, hold another device over the motor strip. That's all. I just rub it for about 5 seconds or so. And now put you in test position, retest you, and pull back. And now you're strong. Okay? So now, let's fix C1 as well. Hold that right there. So you're in test position. Let's see what happens. Completely weak.
Yeah.
So we can take this one and just move it over your motor strip, and it resets the receptors in that joint just by doing this, because the devices are all connected. They resonate with one another, and they send a signal between the joints and your central nervous system to reset. And now pull back, please. And now you're completely strong. All right, so I'm curious. Let's see what happens with your eyes.
Okay.
Purely left, right there, hold, right there, pull back. Okay, now, don't forget, don't bite down. And your eyes, I think there's more to do on this. There. Oh, your eye's moving this time. Keep your mouth open, okay? And now pull back. It made a huge difference there.
Yeah, it did.
What happens to your abdominals then? You want to sit up for me? Remember your obliques were weak on this side?
Yes.
Turn that way. And see if you can resist this time. How much difference is that?
Yeah, that's a lot.
It's huge.
Yeah.
All right, so that's important. So we've reset the pelvis and C1 occiput, and almost certainly you're getting chronic pain in the shoulder blade at the insertion of your elevator scapula, and I can feel it.
Yeah.
So that could use some massage and some work.
Yeah.
And the most important thing is that you get your joints switched on so that the muscles that attach to those joints can actually turn on and off properly. All right? Now, have you ever injured your lower back? Have you ever injured your neck?
Yes,
You
a
have.
lot.
You have.
Yeah.
Have you had any severe injuries, like bumps on the head?
Yeah. Thrown into fences, ran over.
Well, you must hang around horses a lot then.
Yeah.
Okay, so do you remember any one spot that you might have really hurt your head? Do you remember, have you banged it here or here? Do you know? Can you remember? I'm just asking to make
I'm
this
just
test
trying to-
correct, because usually...
This
Okay.
side, I've wailed it off the fence.
Okay, so
before.
usually we go over the whole.
Mhm.
Okay, so we're doing a very cursory, quick check,
Yeah.
all right? So we're going to test you for what we call injury recall. Because when you've hurt yourself, and it's a trauma, a big trauma, your brain perceives it at the cerebellum, a signal goes to the motor cortex, and there's a link between the two. It establishes a pathway that if it's serious enough, your brain doesn't forget. And we can assess for that, and we can remove that pathway. Because if you've been hit in the head hard and you do this in your head, your brain memorizes that and the response, and you tend to, even though your bruise is gone, your body wants to keep you a little bit tense in that direction. So we can find that hidden pathway using the devices, and we can remove it very quickly. Well, let's see if you've got one here. All right, so we just put one here on the left frontal and see if you can resist. Remember, don't bite down, okay? And pull back, please. Yeah, it's interesting. That's exactly where you hit your head. So I'll just move to the right frontal, and nothing there. See what happens when you put it there. Oh my gosh. You notice it was a bit weak when I put it here, but when I put it right over here.
There, yeah.
Try again. You got nothing.
I got nothing.
Okay. So to correct that memory of trauma, it's called injury recall. You take another device, and remember the devices are joined together, so they resonate with one another. So now I'm sending a signal through your talotibial joint, right through your central nervous system. That's sending a signal through your central nervous system, and it literally wipes out that pathway of remembrance of injury. So now let's see what happens. And now you're strong. You know, sometimes we have to do it twice. You don't have to do it twice on you. And sometimes you have to do it 3 times in a row before the correction takes place. And that's better. All right? So, very good. Well, there's an awful lot to do on you, but
Yes.
we'll stop there for now,
Okay.
okay? Thanks.
Thank you.